If you want these horror stories to continue, please subscribe now and don't forget to like. Theron Vale loved quiet places. The crowded city exhausted him, so he often searched for isolated lakes where no tourists visited. One evening, he found a small lake surrounded by dying trees and broken wooden docks. There were no signs, no fishermen, and no houses nearby. It felt abandoned, but peaceful. Theron decided it would be perfect for a solo fishing trip. The water looked unusually still, like glass. Even the wind barely touched the surface. As Theron prepared his fishing gear, he noticed several old fishing lines hanging from the dock, cut cleanly, as if someone left in a hurry. He shrugged it off and cast his line into the water. The lake swallowed the hook silently. After a long wait, his fishing line jerked violently. Theron smiled, thinking he caught something big, but the pull felt strange, slow and heavy, not like a fish fighting back. As he tried to reel it in, the line tightened, as if something below was pulling him closer to the edge. Theron cut the line quickly and stepped away from the dock. The water surface remained calm again, like nothing happened. But moments later, bubbles began rising in a perfect circle where his hook had been. The bubbles continued longer than any natural movement should. While walking around the lake, Theron found an old metal box, half buried in mud. Inside were photographs of fishermen standing near the same dock. Every photo had something unsettling. Each fisherman looked frightened, staring at the lake instead of the camera. The last photo showed an empty dock with fishing gear still standing upright. Theron returned to the dock as darkness thickened around the lake. He heard water splashing behind him, but when he turned around, the lake surface was still. Suddenly, his fishing rod, lying on the dock, slowly slid toward the water by itself. He grabbed the rod just before it fell in. The line tightened again, pulling downward with incredible force. Theron held on, feeling something moving below, circling, waiting, dragging the line across the water without making waves. Then he noticed shapes under the surface. Not fish. Human silhouettes drifting slowly, tangled together as if trapped beneath the water. Their movements followed the fishing line, rising closer to the surface each time he tried to pull away. Panicked, Theron tried to leave the dock, but the wooden boards began cracking beneath his feet. The fishing line wrapped around his ankle, tightening like a living rope. From below the water, pale hands slowly reached upward, gripping the line, pulling harder. The next day, the lake returned to perfect silence. Theron's gear remained on the dock, untouched. A new fishing line stretched into the water, pulled tight, disappearing beneath the still surface. The lake waits patiently for fishermen who enjoy quiet places. The end.